Hello, everyone. It's Yogi here. Good evening. Happy Monday. Yes, we're here on Monday and we have not done Monday streams for a little while I'm, covering evening classes for the next couple of weeks, couple of months rather. But today is an exception because we're still in the Easter weekend. So here we are. And yesterday we didn't get to meet, did we? And so thank you for your patience. But we're back here today, Monday evening, in the UK. And I hope you're well and have been enjoying your weekend, whatever activities you've been doing. And yes, we're here for a spot of stitching, okay? And so today is sleep time. Not me sleeping, but this piece is called Sleep Time, and it's by Ciro Marchetti, one of my favorite artists when it comes to cross stitching. And I have a few patterns from him, and I love them all. And if you have not seen this mock-up, let me show you what it looks like. There. I think if you have insomnia, if you can't sleep, you can just stare at this picture and gradually, if your eyelids start to get heavy and your heart rate kind of, start to slow down and you fall asleep, just like Yogi's voice, okay? We have kind of similar effect. So this piece is called Sleep Time, and indeed it's got that tranquility, the peacefulness, and it's just so beautiful. And I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. I think I saw a kind of cropped version by Stitching Mummy, not Mummy, Busy Mom. They're both moms, and I went and have a check and found the full size. And for some reason, when I checked out this pattern, the website asked me if I wanted to supersize it. And I just go, hell yeah, give it to me. And I ended up with my first supersized pattern from loving it. It's a large piece, okay? And I'll show you the size of it, but it's totally worth it in my book. I think intuitively, I just knew if I were to have a supersize, this would be the one. And it made perfect sense. Let me show you my progress here, okay? Again, reminder, this is supersize, okay? We're talking about a pretty large size. So let me just show you the number of stitches cross and downwards. Look at that. This is supersized to the max, 999. That's the maximum number of stitches a software can handle, okay? Charting software apparently, and it's 713 downwards. So this is as big as it can be without doubling it, okay? And so this is where I am. And let me zoom out. I'll show you the true scale of it. That's a nice, respectable area that I've been stitching, okay? But look at this. You can't even see it when I zoom out. And I can't zoom out fully because it's so large. But can you see that little upper right corner there? That's where I am, okay? And I'm totally happy with it, totally happy with it. This is a lifetime project. And, I'm really enjoying every stitch that I've been making so far. So that's all it counts. And I started from upper right, and I'll talk to you a little bit about how I got here. But first of all, I want to come back and I would say hello to all of you. Did you miss me yesterday? I missed you. So I went to Mr. Yogi's parents, okay? It was a kind of a last minute thing because they were going away originally and this weekend, and Mr. Yogi's dad wasn't feeling very well. I think he was down with some sort of man flu. So we decided to go over to see them, and we ended up staying overnight. So we got back a little bit later than usual. So that's why we're starting a little bit later today. But we're here. So I want to say hello to all of you, and we have Sarah here, says hello everyone, hello, and good to see you. And We have Dragon Lady here as well. Yes. Oh, Dragon Lady is missing a quote from you yesterday. Sarah, this is, what's happening now. If you don't come up with a quote, the Stitchers are going to complain. They're going to go, well, there's something missing here. And indeed. And we also, so Sarah has come up with a quote. Due to the great demand from the Stitchers. And Sarah says, true friends are never apart. Maybe in distance, but never in heart. Absolutely. No truer words. I have friends that I probably see twice a year, but every time we see each other, it's like we've never been apart. And that's true friends, low maintenance and their understanding. Everybody's have their own lives, but when you get together, the heart connects. You cannot take that away. So thank you so much. That is so wise. And Linda as well. Hello, Linda. And Linda Diamond says, hello, everyone. Hope you're well. Per floss on bobbins. Oh, I used to do a lot of bobbins, not anymore. Now I'm firmly a floss cut girl. And I hope you enjoy it. It's quite therapeutic, isn't it, sometimes? Just managing your material. And we have Janine as well. Janine says, reporting from work club, but we'll be home in an hour or so, and we will be waiting for you. We'll keep you company all the way. And Rachel Morton as well. Rachel is the fitness queen in the chat, and other than me, I'm the queen. Okay, Rachel is the princess, fitness princess, and she's gone for a run, and will be back to join us. And we also have Grace Houston. Hello, and who else have we got? Let me just go down first. And Daria. Is it Daria? Welcome back. And South Stitching, hello. And Busy Mom, as usual, reporting from the work club. And Lefty Gemini's back with us, and Lizzie as well. And who else have we got? Mary Solas, welcome back. And Love Drunk. And hello. And Rose as well. Rose is reporting from work club as well. And RM Unicorn. And hello, everyone. And so, let me come back to this piece, okay? So we had a week of retreat, and we kind of focus on 14 counts. So I have not come back to this piece for a little while, maybe about 2 weeks. Okay, so I really miss it. And I think during the period, I might have worked some past threads just to remove them, because I kind of transitioned from color flow. If you remember, this piece was my New Year, New Start. We did a marathon with this piece, and together 11 hours, remember? And I was doing color flow and really loved it. But when I transitioned to this brown area, which is actually officially entering the squirrel zone. Let me show you the markup, okay? There's a little squirrel on the upper right there. So I started from the upper right corner, hoping to get to a squirrel sometime soon. And I did. But as soon as I got there, I kind of, the color flow kind of stopped flowing. And intuitively, I just knew that it was time to maybe try a different method. So since then, for the last of couple sessions, I've been doing kind of short distance cross country, and it's been working pretty well. And you can see the tail of this squirrel is emerging. And this is no tiny squirrel, okay? We're talking about at least this size. At least probably around this size on the fabric. So it's huge. And this is just the back of the tail a little bit happening there. So today, you can, I'm probably giving away the hint by, with a gridding. I'm starting to I want to work toward the left side, and maybe build a little bit of height, just following the squirrel, okay? I'm following the squirrel, the path to squirrel, okay? And whenever it makes sense, I might work upward a little bit, and maybe to the right as well. But I'm pretty happy with this height for now, rather than just keep extending downwards. I'm gonna just, come back from time to time, maybe build a little bit more height, but I want to focus a little bit more on the squirrel here. So the squirrel is going to be mostly brown. So, you know me by now. I do get, visually fatigued with colors. So maybe I'll switch back to do a little bit of a blue background from time to time and so on and so forth. So just keep everything fresh, okay? So this is my plan today. What is your plan? And what are you working on? I would love to know. And I'm very excited to see a lot of you are discovering stitches so beautiful as well. There are quite a few purchasing, maybe from the website for the first time. I'm really new to them as well, and there's so many beautiful patterns. So definitely go have a look, and they're really gracious. They have given me shout out for for our streams here. So full support for them. And whoever's whatever companies they are, if they have beautiful high quality charts, I'm a great supporter. So let's go. So I'm gonna pick a color that is going to allow me to stitch a little bit, and I still have a few pass threads from the top there, but I'm gonna leave them out for now. And when I'm ready to maybe extend the top border a little bit, I'll work on them. So I'm gonna just leave them now. And I have done my 5x5 grid. Okay, so I'm using 28 size 28 needles and stitching with DMC, and this fabric's 25 count, just so you know. Right, I'm gonna just start picking a color. Maybe I'm trying to spot a slightly friendlier color here, and by that less confetti color. Okay, so I picked a brown here. Let me just zoom all the way in. And Gray says, hi Yogi and Stitches, I'm working on vintage garden bookshop this week. I think that's Amy Stewart, right? I think I've had that chart in my wish list, on Heaven and Earth for a while. I'm not totally convinced I'm gonna get it yet, but I normally just keep it on my wish list and go back to look at it from time to time and see how it goes. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. 300 is my first color. Let's have a look. And can you believe these are the only size 28 needles I've got left, plus one here. That's it. That's all I've got. I remember I just topped up 10 packs of the John James needles, and I'm already running out. I think my needle balls are just like black holes, pretty much. So I'm gonna start here. Let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. So transition from 14 counts on Saturday. On Saturday, Amy saw I did 28 count. It seemed to be okay. A little bit of adjustments for my eyes, but it didn't take very long. And it started to feel kind of normal again. I was curious to find out what will happen after stitching 14 counts for an entire week. But it seems to be okay. And Dragon Lady is working on the Mason Romantic. Yes, beautiful piece, beautiful piece. And it's a wedding dress shop, isn't it? The view of Paris Street. So gorgeous. And I'm going to gradually, I might do a Yogi move with this one because I am, oh, never mind. I'm trying to be more relaxed about my back, because I normally have quite kind of strict rules on how far I want to travel over stitch area. So normally with this distance, it's about 5 stitches. Normally I would literally just stitch one over here and the thread and then start again. But now I'm, the goal of this year is is maybe to feel a little bit more relaxed with this, because it does take time and a lot of effort as well, and nobody cares about my back, okay? other than me. Two stitches there, and I'm gonna just do mini cross country and take the stitches to wherever I want to, really. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to turn on my 5x5 grid on my chart here. 2 stitches, okay. Sarah says, I'm stitching a monarch, ready to have it done so I can switch up to rotation. I'm at 90.5%. Oh my goodness. Monarch, yes. I think Sarah is aiming for May finish or something like that. Oh, you're firmly on the way there. Amazing. 90.5%. And let's have a look. Who else have joined us? Oh, so RM Unicorn is also reporting from Work Club. We salute to you. Those are, watching us at work. First of all, lucky you. You're allowed to listen or watch with your phone. Because certain professions you probably can't. Oh dear, already 1, 2, 3. I think I've already. No one noticed, thank God. I've already missed one stitch here. I counted and counted and still I counted it wrong. Supposed to be 2 stitches here, and I ended up with 3. How does that work? I should be able to count to 3. What do you think? Normally I can. And also I have the 5x5 gridding. I really have no excuses. So look at this. It's supposed to be 2 stitches from the top border. I'm warming up, guys. I'm warming up. Brittany Ferguson says, started Vintage Baker today. Got my first glimpse of cherry. Oh, wonderful. Yes, I think that chart only comes in regular size and regular color. So it's lovely stitching because it's regular colors, 90 colors, but the definition is so good. The fidelity is so good. It's really well charted. And it's Amy Stewart as well. Laura, hello, Laura. And Kelly as well. Kelly's Quotes Plus. And Kelly's a quoter. I'm hopeless with quoting, I'm afraid. It's almost like mathematical, puzzle that you have to put together. And every time I try to stitch a piece together, even with the best intention, it just always come out kind of weird, distorted. I'm just no good with stuff like that. Oh, hello today. The focus, please come back. Another reverse stitching. Okay, I'm just demonstrating because it's Monday. Monday is tutorial day. Okay, I just decided. So I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit of reverse stitching. I need to focus. This needle doesn't like me. See, it's supposed to go under and I went diagonal. Seriously. And I've just started. I barely started. Did I even do 10 stitches yet? Walk away. Hello, good to see you. Walk away says hello. Oh, I can't believe I made it here today. I'm still working on Fairy Kiss. Only 2,043 stitches left to go. You're kidding me? You only got 2,000 stitches left. Maybe in the walk away says maybe in a few days I'll have a finish. Well, if you're Komari, that'll be today. I know. Yes, walk away. Great to see you. Hope life is okay, not too hectic. Lynn, hello. Good evening, Lynn. Says, hi, Yogi. I hope you had a nice time with family. Glad to have some me time. Hello, Stitches. Hello, Cynthia. Yes, sending our love to Cynthia. And I wish you a peaceful Easter as well, Lynn. Thank you for your kind wishes. And Lynn is probably equipped fully with cheese and crackers and with a guinea pig on the side. I'm going to just do 2 more. I need to focus a little bit more. So it's too soon to bring out the to mention the F word, right? It's too soon, even for me. And I love this fabric as well. I've got other 25 count. I don't know why this fabric feels a little bit different. It's a little bit more, a little bit denser. I prefer ungridded fabric nowadays, and I just love the texture of this. I think it's DMC fabric, but this one in particular just feels really good to stitch. All right, and oh wow, Sound Stitching. Sound Stitching says, I've just got a wedding dress shop in the mail the other day. Wonderful. Sound Stitching, are you getting the version I've got? The one with back stitching from Max Stitch Design? Wonderful. All right. And I'm trying to sort of pick the stitches kind of in order if I can, without traveling too far before I come back. So I'm trying to pick up stitches like these ones and stitch those as I move forward. A01, yes. Susan, hello. Good evening. Let's have a look. Susan said late to the party, but better late than never. We've just started. That's quite okay. And today we're kind of starting a little bit later anyway. We didn't get to start till about 9 p.m. UK time. See? I am a little bit more relaxed. Look at this stitch I've just done. If it was me up to maybe a couple of weeks ago, I would literally just do 1 stitch and then start here again, end the thread and start here again. Maybe that's just too over the top. And now I can take the thread under those stitches and I'm still breathing. How nice. Hey, Heather. Heather House is here, says hello, friends. Happy Monday, indeed. And it's so strange because yesterday, during the um, Easter weekend, evening classes they were paused until next week, but the morning classes were still happening, and so I had to go to the studios, and the streets were so quiet and dead, like Sunday. I forgot because I always work during the weekends and sometimes holidays and Christmas and whatever. So I have a very little sense of things being stopped in terms of shops and stuff like that. And yesterday, after teaching the morning classes, and I went to the supermarket, intended to get some groceries, and realized everything was closed. I didn't know that, and I realized, of course, it's Easter Sunday, and it's like Christmas Day, but luckily, the local Waitrose, the little one, was still open, and it was packed because I think everybody was just trying to get some milk, and whatever it is. So luckily, but all the other ones, Marks and Spencer's, Sainsbury's, they all closed. Because I just do not remember these things. For me, if I have to work, it's a work day, even though it's a rest day for the rest of the world. Adri, hello, 2 days in a row. Well, 2 streams in a row. We're so lucky to have you. Adri, yes, good to see you. And once again, congratulations to the new venture work-wise. How wonderful. One, two, three, four. Let me just move it up here a little bit. Kelly says, Yogi, you're correct. Quote, maths can be tricky. I've taken classes over the years. Oh, so there's actual kind of mathematical sort of, training that you need to go through, because that's what I found. Maybe that's why I find, quoting so tricky, because it's about matching all the pieces perfectly together. Let me just move my over here. I just want to adjust it so it looks level. Yes, maybe that's why I have so much trouble, because, ultimately it's sewing, right? You can do hand sewing, you can do machine sewing, doesn't matter. I can do that. But it's about matching all the pieces together and making everything look nice and even. It's so tricky, particularly with hand sewing. Nothing ever goes to plan when I do hand sewing. Everything just come out slightly distorted and crooked. So there you go, that's me. Lizzie says, the other day I was happy stitching away, only to find out that I was one out. I had to frog 50 stitches of black. So only one stitch off, or one block off. Because if it's just black stitches, I'd probably leave it. If it's just one stitch. Unless it changes the image, like if it distorts it, Oh, so Sound Stitching is getting the same kit as I am. Yes, and Sound Stitching, I'm sure you know by now, you can ask them for a copy of PDF chart. They will give it to you. They're very good with that. Wonderful. I'm very happy with their kits. And Kat, hello. Kat Gouvernement, hello, from Canada. Welcome. welcome back. I remember you. Lynn says, Yogi, my throat is a little bit sore, been singing a lot. Lynn? Okay, and Lynn says, I'm in the Salvation Army songsters, so not much stitching done. You're kidding me? Well, the brand new dimension we discovered with Lynn, okay? I thought Lynn just, specialize in, cheese and crackers, and an expert of, cheese straws and stuff like that. But Lynn is a singer. How wonderful. Is it like a choir, or do you have like a solo spot where you can sort of bell, like Titanic or something like that? I know, Celine Dion style. Amazing. H3 says 6 minutes. Yogi has not noticed. I don't even know how far I am with the chat. Not that far away. Yes, I saw you, didn't I, Adri? Only 6 minutes. Only 6. It could be so much worse. Great to see you, though. Let's have a look. Let's pick this one. Excellent. So this one, I've got stitches in a slightly different area. So 3772. 3772. I bet Adri's got a timer. As soon as she says hi, and she hits the timer and see how soon I'm going to get to her. Oh, every second counts with Adri. Have mercy for Yogi. And Brittany says, my other project is The Viking by Cresswell. It's nine colors, all variation of black, gray, white. Is it like a sampler? Or full coverage, only 9 colors? Yes. So Brittany says, Vintage Breaker is a nice color break. A lot of pie stitching, though, you'll find out. If you're going from upper left, from the sound of it, if you find the cherries, yes, a lot of pie stitching. That's why I kind of just went over to the right side to find different things to stitch, just to break things up a little bit. It's a giant pie, though. Michelle, darling. Michelle is reporting from my charity golf tournament. What? Now, this time is golf? It's not tennis? Right. Are you playing golf, Michelle? And Michelle says, beautiful day to be outside. Yes, it's been quite bright today as well. Not super warm today in London, average, but very bright. It's getting brighter. And I hope you're winning, as usual. Jackie James says if a shop is over 10,000 square feet, the shop has to close by law. Ah, so you're referring to the Sunday situation, Easter Sunday. Really? Is that how they determine it? Because the Sainsbury's is big, yes. But the Marks and Spencer's, I don't think it's that big. And the Waitrose is the mini one, kind of the local, whatever they call it, thingy. They always have a mini version, don't they? All of them, like Express or Marks and Spencer. Well, our Marks and Spencer's just opened very recently, but it's kind of in between. It's not mini. I think they have a tinier version, but this one is kind of halfway, and it's kind of strange. So if you're in the UK, you can tell me whether it's strange. This Marks and Spencer's, everything is being stocked in the fridge. Even vegetables, because over here normally vegetables would be out here, not in the fridge. This Marks and Spencer's, for some reason, everything's in the fridge. So even if you want to pick up, a red pepper, which I'm really into recently, you have to open the fridge and then take what you want and then close the door. It's quite strange. Everything is being chilled. 3772. Not cheese straws though. Cheese straws are not in the fridge. Okay, Lynn, do not worry. 3772. Going back. And it's kind of good in a sense because everything is kind of kept fresh. And particularly now, the temperature is getting warmer. But at the same time, it feels quite impersonal. It's like, you have to open the door to get to anything. It's quite strange. Oh, so it's UK law. But a lot of shops kind of choose to close anyway. Because I thought it was more of an employment law. Like people have the right to be with a family. It's a little bit like Christmas. And so they just close the shops instead. But I have no concept of 10,000 square meters. It sounds quite big. Laura says, I finally got my stamp kits from Dream Stitch. I'm working on one painting fairy kits of core character Sakura. Oh, wow. So kicking off with the stamp kit. All right, next one. 3830. 3830. 3830. I'm just firmly in the squirrel zone. From here, 3 stitches. 1 stitch. Why does it not match? I'm a little bit concerned. Why does it look like this? It looks a little bit weird. Why does it not match? 1, 2. Okay, here. That one is done. And we've got 2. Okay, we're good. We're good. For some reason, the gridding just doesn't look right. Am I missing something? Why is the gridding not matching? I think there may be a couple of stitches off here. I'm going to fudge, okay? Let me fudge. I have the right to fudge. And yes, I think I may have misinterpreted these 2 stitches here. It's okay. I can fix it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The focus is not quite here today. Maybe these are, one of those days that I need to, the stamp kit might be better because I've been rushing around quite a lot since yesterday. So my mind is not totally here, kind of. Mandy Moran, hello. And Lynn says, Yogi, squirrel tails looking good. Thank you so much. Yes, you can see the texture happening. Because some of you might be thinking that the squirrel is just like tiny one, within the chart, but it's huge. This is just the back of the tail. Adri, I know you're always having your timer with you. Okay, I get it. Hello, Clara. Happy Monday to you. Brittany says there's a full coverage of Odin and his ravens. Oh, we were talking about ravens the other day. And Brittany says my husband is a big Greek mythology fan, so it's a secret project. Oh, that sounds very, very moody, like, quite mysterious. Lena says we have a Marks and Spencer full store in a filling station. What's the filling station? Hi, Ring. Good to see you. Good afternoon. And Alison Rennie is here as well. She says, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a lovely Easter. Indeed, it's very peaceful, particularly yesterday when I was looking for a supermarket. The street was so quiet. And some shops were still open, but not that many. Susan says, I'm on page 1 of Tree of Life. There's 108 pages. Is it really that big? I think I vaguely remember the markup that you posted. I remember seeing it. I think you posted it recently. It didn't look that big. Wow, 108 pages. And congratulations of the finish of the little bunny. It was the March project or April project. Alison Rennie says, supermarkets in Scotland don't close, usually only small clothes shops, etc. will close on the bank holiday. Really? Even larger ones? Are they not closed on Easter Sunday? I was panicking a little bit as I needed a few things. Hi, Chiviz. Happy Monday, indeed. Oh, filling stations, petrol station. I see. It's totally foreign to me. I don't drive. I think I may have been to petrol stations once or twice. It's not part of my life experience. Uh-oh. What is happening here? I think I caught both strands. I'm just doing a little bit of reverse stitching to release the other strand. Oh dear, when did that happen? I didn't even notice. See? 2 strands get snapped together. I think it should be 5 from here. One, 2. There. Didn't even know I was stitching 2 strands. So maybe 2 strands. It's doable. The 25 counts because I was stitching it. See? Oh, there you go. Finally. Susan says 600 by 600 stitches for Tree of Life. It's not full coverage, is it? From what I remember. Maybe I remember wrong. But it's more like a sampler, no? Hi, Cassie. Busy Mom says, Yogi, have you watched my last YouTube? I'm starting a new chart this Saturday for my birthday. It's called Old Fashioned Kitchen by Tilton Craft. No, I haven't. I'd love to see it. It's a birthday. It's so this Saturday is your birthday? Or the last Saturday? Tilton Craft. It rings a bell. I might look up their website because I'm on a quest of discovering sort of chart companies. Definitely, I'll have a look. And is the birthday coming up or? And I like the sound of the title. The kitchen sounds fun already. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Susan says it's full coverage. Oh, wow. So that's quite a large project. It's not that smaller than traveling library, is it? What fabric count are you stitching? Because 6 by 6 is huge. Not 6 by 6, 600 by 600. Okay, I'm going to just move over here a little bit and build up a few more stitches over here. Following the tail of the squirrel. So from here, let me pick this one. 3772. 3772. One, two. Let me just draw this one. Oh wow! So this Saturday coming up is busy mom's birthday, and you're starting a new project. That's fantastic. We'd love to see it. Yes. Sounds like an epic project. 1. It's all shades of brown. Three. I'm going to follow the outline there. Michelle says, I just looked up old-fashioned kitchen. I love it. So cozy. Ooh, I'll definitely have a look. So Busy Mom, you've already started it, haven't you? If it's on your video or you're about to start. One, two. Busy Mum has posted a picture. Let's have a look then. I'm really curious now. Busy Mum is stitching 20 counts. I think that's a Busy Mum's comfort, sort of go-to count, isn't it? Let's have a look. I'll show it to you. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hang on, let me show you. This is the picture. It's a very high def. So it's Toten Craft. And who's the artist? Let's bring it this way. That's easier to see. Yes, it's very cozy, kind of shabby chic kind of kitchen. Yes, a little bit of air stitching though, Busy Mum, isn't it? Busy Mum says, I've just shown a picture in my floss tube saying I'm starting on Saturday. Okay, so you're going to officially start on Saturday. Amazing. Wow. Yes, it's very nice. It's everybody's dream kitchen, isn't it? Just so, it's like a country house kitchen with all the pots and pans, old-fashioned. Is it Aga-ish? I used to have one actually, ages ago. My first flat as a student, it had a kind of old-fashioned stove. Yes, all the lovely things. So it's from, once again, Toten Crafts. Guys, if you're interested. I'm not that familiar with them, but I've heard of the name being mentioned. And it doesn't say what artist it is. And Lynn says, Yogi, I watch Busy Mum a lot. She's stitching is very good. Yeah, I love to watch everybody's floss tube. I just kind of not having the bandwidth. Even Komari, I just dip in and out. But definitely, I'll go around and watch everybody's floss tube. I'll definitely watch Busy Mum's birthday start. Yes, Busy Mum Stitchers, Stitcher is a floss tuber, just in case you don't know. And there might be some new viewers here, not familiar. We have many floss tubers in the chat. And it's great because you watch, the floss tubers, channel, and you can come here and hang out with your favorite floss tubers. How nice. You don't normally get to do that, do you? And I'm very lucky to have these wonderful floss tubers to come over for a chat. One, two. Okay, that one is done. Counting is a little bit challenging today, I find, because they're not matching up for some reason. Hang on. So I'm here. Here. Okay. Why is it like that? I'm going to fudge, okay? A little bit of fudging. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 down. Okay, I know what's going on here. I think I know what's happening. There's a little bit of a discrepancy with these stitches. I think it's more challenging because these are all shades of browns. Because if there are more contrast in colors, I have more visual reference that I can use to tell them apart. But when it's all, you know, pretty much the same shades, it gets a little bit tricky. It's my excuse. 1, 2, okay. Sound Stitching says, I love that pattern. I watched Busy Mom this morning. Wonderful. And maybe just 2 more. For some reason, counting is tricky today. Well, it's tricky most days, but particularly today. And also for, you know, the other pattern I've got from Stitches So Beautiful, the heart-shaped one. What is it called? Fusion. I should know the title by now. You know, the beautiful Van Gogh style heart-shaped pattern. I'm thinking maybe starting, I don't know the date yet, but I think it's going to be a May project. I know some of you have got kind of heart-shaped themed or Stitches So Beautiful patterns. If you can wait, we can do a start together sometime in May. I have not got a date yet. I'm just waiting for that, you know, that urge to start. But I'm thinking maybe sometime May we can start those patterns together. It doesn't have to be heart shape, but I think it's either, I think we can make it a Stitches So Beautiful new start together. It's not going to be a regular SAL day as such, but we can start on the same day with those patterns if you can wait. I know it's hard. It's hard to wait when you have a pattern. But if you would, we can start together. Sarah says, at least your brown squirrel isn't as big as my brown deer. Oh yeah. I mean, Sarah, I have seen that whip for a while now. It's huge. It's just a close-up of a big deer, isn't it? So luckily, this is not a close-up of a giant squirrel. So, but a lot of browns, though, I think, Sarah, you probably understand. It's probably the same with your deer as well. It's got very similar sort of color palette throughout. It's a little bit tricky because I have, kind of less references for my counting, even though I have 5 by 5 already, which is helping already. Imagine if I didn't. Hi, Clovis Stitcher. Hello. Welcome. Let me pick another one, and hopefully, I'm not going to get it too wrong. 3858. 3858. 3858. I do have one threaded already. Hi, Nerdy. Nerdy Rose Eyes here says, guys, I have floss question. I've got a kit that says floss is DMC. Let me just highlight it. Okay. Nerdy says, I've got a kit says the floss is DMC, but it feels different than my own DMC. It feels stiffer and it frays more. Anyone knows if it could be different thread? Maybe. Interesting. If it's coming with a kit, I think I remember a chat. If you have some insights, you can share. But I think for kitting up, for companies that use for large quantity, they probably are not coming from regular scans, are they? They're going to come from cones or some sort of large batch. That's for industry, sort of industrial size for kitting projects. So maybe they're made in, I don't know. I'm sure there's quality control there. I have no idea why it will fray easily. But the thing is, the reason I'm saying that is with my Gecko Rouge project, they are kitted with DMC as well. But I can feel a little bit of a texture difference. It's a little bit stiffer, but they do not fray in my case. They just feel a little bit stiffer because if you buy regular scans, the threads are very quite soft. This is DMC. They kind of curl up a little bit easier. If you pull a thread too tight, the whole thing kind of, it curls up. But with my Gecko Rouge threads, it does less of that, which is probably a good thing. But I wouldn't say they fray easily, not in my case. I mean, regular DMC can fray as well, but Cassie says, I found my Maggie that I thought was in the garage attic. I just have to find out where my mistake was and I'll get back to it. What do you mean? So you found a kit in your stash? That's good news. Yes, we have a dimension sale every Wednesday. We have not done it. We didn't do it last week, so I really miss it. I miss my Maggie. Young Snack, Great name. Says happy stitching, Yogi, and a happy stitching to you. What are you working on today? Rose, hello. Rose Palento says hello, chat. Yogi, I would have to need to be up at 5:30 this morning to catch the beginning of your live stream. I'm so sorry. Yes, Rose is in Australia, and it's 6:36 here in South Australia. Yes, we started a little bit earlier, but you haven't missed much, okay? We have just kind of just warmed up a little bit. And good morning to you. Oh, I think this stitch is a little bit iffy. Where am I exactly? Seriously? Oh, here. Yes. It's an ocean of brown stitches. It's a challenge by itself. Lynn says, Yogi, what floss type do Dimensions use? They have their own brand of threads. So I think they made their own. The texture is a little bit different for sure. If you're used to Dimensions, not Dimensions, if you're used to DMC, you can feel the difference. It's a little bit more stiff, and I think in some cases even more shiny. Some colors just come out very shiny. Nerdy says it might be the fabric make it fray more. Right. It could be, or maybe, I don't know, because sometimes, hopefully, the threads are being kept in a good condition, because I find that my anchor threads, for instance, I've got a whole stash of anchor threads, and they're good quality threads, but maybe they've been kept in my drawer for a long time. I find now I'm using some of them. They seem to fray a lot more easily. I don't think they're like that from the beginning. It's probably the storage as well, and age of the threads. Cassie says, I started years ago and made a mistake and put it away. Oh, you're referring to Maggie. Yes. And Cassie says, I moved twice since then. So I figure it was in the attic. The symbols for the threads don't have numbers, just color names. Interesting. The symbols for the threads. That's interesting. Mine always have numbers and symbols at the same time. But you know, Maggie, Maggie the Messmaker, I actually bought it twice. And a while ago, I have shown you one version of it. And recently, I have found both. Because I bought the kit twice, starting the project twice, about 5 years apart, 5 or 6 years apart. And both occasions, I made decent progress, but never finished the pieces. So now I found the other piece as well. I'll show them to you maybe tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday. Maybe on Wednesday. It's interesting. Because in my mind, I thought my first attempt that I had gone a little bit further. But it turned out I kind of not remembering that too correctly. So I will show it to you on Wednesday. So this time is the third time lucky, hopefully. Let me just do 2 more. Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine if I didn't have gridding, like, you know, we have non-gridders stitches here. I don't know how you manage this. I mean, even with 5x5 gridding, I'm having trouble from time to time. Imagine without. I don't know. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit more. Okay. Brittany says, Yogi, have you seen Grand Library by Amy Stewart? It's a piece I would love to take on, but definitely need to get more comfortable with 25 first. Yes, I have seen the piece being stitched. I think, did Nikki finish that piece? Grand Library, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's a new start. She finished a pretty large, I think is full cover, regular size or supersize Amy Stewart piece. I can't remember if it's a Grand Library or something, because some pieces, I get them mixed up. But yes, I have seen that piece being stitched. I think Kamari may be stitching that one as well, if I remember correctly. I think it's one of her webs. Young Snack says, I love Stampler to stitch and I love to design myself. Lovely. Wouldn't that be a dream? You know, design something that you love to do. And a lot of stitchers transition into chart design because it makes sense, right? This is something that you love to do, so you want to apply you know, your own creations. Right, next one. 3862. 3862. Another brown, of course. Surprise, surprise. Janine, hello. Are you back home? Kind of back. What does that mean? Oh, in Walmart. Well, but Walmart is like home, isn't it? So Janine's on the way home, but in Walmart parking lot. Let me guess, the husband is in Walmart doing a bit of, you know, power tool beds shopping. But it's good. You'll be able to, you know, stitch with us very soon. Sound Stitching says, did you see Gemma is almost finished with her height? It's stunning. I have not watched her videos properly recently, I have to say. The bandwidth is pretty narrow right now. But I have been paying attention though. I am aware she is going to finish her peacocks very soon. I think the last time I checked, I think she was thinking about May or something. Very soon. She's amazing, isn't it? And so focused with one piece, and you know, she is very consistent with the method as well. She doesn't deviate. She just keeps stitching. Cassie says, I stopped stitching for a few years. My DMC was shredding. I figure it because he was old. Yes, I think the storage condition, let's say moisture and all that kind of stuff, and also age as well, I'm sure it has something to do with it. So I wonder if you buy kits, let's say dimensions kits, from, maybe they were made long time ago. Let's say if you get it from auction or eBay or something like that, I wonder if it has impact on the thread quality as well. Okay. Maddie, hello Maddie. Maddie says hi everyone. And yeah, thank you for stopping by to say hello. Yes, definitely you can catch a replay. Great to see you and hope you're very happy stitching. I'll try to keep the thread going until I run out of stitches or I run out of threads. Yes, Maddie is a floss tuber as well. And Army Unicorn says Gemma has under 6,000 stitches to finish on the peacock. So she can probably finish by, I don't know, April. I don't know how, in terms of, well, Gemma has been very consistent with posting, right? I think she does every couple of days. She will post a stitch with me. But day to day, I don't know whether she stitches every day or only those days she recorded the sessions. But she is definitely stitching when she's not streaming, recording as well, because she's moving forward very steadily. She's very unique that way. I'd love to see Gemma doing extreme cross country. Maybe someday. All right, let me stop here. Laura says, I started watching Gemma more lately, and she said her next piece is going to be a Deer Creek. Oh, Deer Creek, that sounds familiar. That rings a bell. But then probably quite a lot of patterns that have similar names. I'm pretty sure it probably involves a deer, right? Just a wild guess. A wild guess. Okay. The next one, 3773. 3773. No spooky bingo. No one is having spooky bingo with me. 3773. Three, 773. Oh, so this is the 407 alternative, discontinued color. I think we had that problem the other day with CXC. 3773. So this is actually 407. 407. Nerdy says I might need to get myself an iPad so I can use Saga. Definitely. I mean, Saga technically exists on an Android system, but not currently. And I don't know when they're going to come back. Yeah, I can get a second-hand iPad Air or something. Because all you need is to run the program, run Saga. I got a really kind of a budget Android tablet as well. I got it Amazon Fire, just so I could use Pattern Keeper. I got it correctly. There. Oh dear. Improvise. It's okay. It's all brown. Doesn't matter. No one's gonna notice. Clara says the other day we discussed whether to do blanket stitches before or blank stitches before lighter colors. I can't remember what the rules is. Light stitches. Oh, I vaguely remember we did talk about I think we're talking about doing dark stitches first and then do light stitches, because it's easier to have darker stitches, you know, whatever the fiber of the threads or whatever, to go over white. So I think that's how I remember. I can't. If the chat remembers, please advise. 3773. But I don't really think about it. I just try to, you know, most of the times I try to stitch in order if I could. 3773. Because that's too much brain power to process, you know, to take that into consideration as well. Lynn says, Yogi, nearly coffee chocolate time. Oh, indeed. 1 minute away, Lynn. So Lynn is, you know, Adri is not the only one with a timer. Lynn has got one as well. Yes, black stitches, darker colors versus white color, paler colors. Lizzie says, Deer Creek is done by Darren aka Dizzy Stitcher, but I think he's doing the mini version. Oh, do you mean Floss Tubers? It rings a bell, Deer Creek. Or maybe it's the name of a movie. Something Creek. All right, I'm starting to build this outline a little bit. And 3/860 will be the next one. 3/860, yes. Elsie says, I run out of chocolate. Oh dear, no. Go get some. It's essential. It's like petrol. If you want, you know, if you drive, you need petrol to fuel the car. And chocolate is our fuel. One. I'm going to do a yogi move. Where am I? 1, 2, 3. Nerdy says, I really like Pattern Keeper, but Saga has so many useful functions. Yes, I'm still a fan of Pattern Keeper. It's just that I want to stick with one rather than having some patterns over, you know, to one app and the other one to the other app. I will quite happily use Pattern Keeper, but yes, you're quite right. Saga has got a lot more. Is it chocolate time? Yes. Yes, chocolate time is any time really. But if you have questions and post it, you know, post your questions on a Facebook group and someone somewhere will come and help you. Because quite a lot of us stitchers are using Saga right now, so. Whoops. Gone off the screen. Let me just do a couple of stitches and we can have chocolate. Yes, it feels like today's chocolate time is sooner because we started a little bit later. We started a little bit later. We started at 9 p.m. UK time. Normally we start at around 8 or 8:30. But chocolate time is chocolate time. You know, it doesn't matter what time we start. The chocolate time is, this is how we roll. All right, these 3. Let me end this stitch here. You may think that I've been stitching the same color in the last, you know, hour. It's not true. I've changed about, you know, 10 different browns, guys. It's just one of those days. All right, now chocolate time, guys. Here we go, and I'll move it, zoom out a little bit so you get to see what I've got here. At this point, up to this point, this is my completion area. I love the tree trunk though. The tree trunks are brutal in terms of, let's have a look. Chocolate time, guys. Let me just zoom out and let's see how it goes. Today, guys, can you hear that? What have I got here? Oh, does that sound familiar? Ooh. Yes, guys. Okay. If you trigger easily by chocolate, look away, okay? Dun, dun, dun. The giant chocolate buttons are back to my life, guys. I've been munching on the Black Forest and the orange flavor as well for the last couple of weeks. But the giant chocolate buttons are officially back to my life. So there you go. I'm so sorry if you haven't got giant chocolate button, or maybe you have chocolate buttons but not big enough. You know, size does matter. All right, this is giant chocolate buttons, and I'll show you how giant they are. If you never witnessed the giantness, the size of this chocolate, you're about to witness it. Okay, let me just cut it open. Unboxing giant chocolate. I do not unboxing stamp kits, but I unbox chocolate on a regular basis. My squirrel is big. And so there you go. Cheers, guys. Chocolate time. And let me know where you're snacking on. And this is my snack, already melting in my hands. So I need to be very mindful. Let me take my tissue. Says I wish Pattern Keeper will come out on Apple. I don't put my chart on them. I know. Pattern Keeper, I heard someone mention that maybe it's coming out, but I don't believe it yet. I checked on their website. I have not seen any notification. But then again, from about 4 or 5 years ago when I got Pattern Keeper for the first time, I wrote to the developers and